Peace and blessings, everybody. How y'all doing today? It's me, Mike Can, aka Rogue Spiritual, and I'm just chilling, right? Right. So, I voted a post on Instagram, and I'm gonna take it to the YouTube streets. And the post says that I'm not surprised that Fat Joe and Remy Ma, being 40 and 50 something, is still performing up in the clubs with a whole bunch of 23-year-olds, and they're somebody's grandpa and somebody's grandma. And you know what? It's not that far from the truth. And I'm not even surprised. It's not like they're the Wu Tang. It's not like they're Busta Rhymes and Missy Elliott. Hell, it's not like they're Papoose. Because everybody else in the Golden Age, whether Pioneer or Golden Age itself, have elevated and has shown the world that hip hop could be mature. Now, there's just some people that were left behind, and Terror Squad is one of them. Okay? Um, a lot of us Bronx heads, a lot of us hip hop heads, especially us Bronx heads, have outgrown Remy Ma and Fat Joe and their Terror Squad clique. Okay? And if I'm saying this, imagine how the rest of the hip hop heads and the Bronx heads feel as well. Okay? Is the thing is if you ask us Bronx heads who's holding down the Bronx, it'll be A Boogie with the Hoodie, Oun P, Skullie, and Connie Diamond, and then Cardi B. Okay? I'll give Cardi B that credit, even though I don't really favor the bitch. But this is the thing, right? The thing with Remy Ma and Fat Joe is that their whole gangster give is played out. Their whole everything is played out. You know? And it's like, at this point, they're left behind. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing trying to compete with the little niggas that's coming on the scene or whatever the case is, you know? And it's like, in hindsight, right? Papoose is eventually gonna leave Remy Ma anyway. Now, this is the thing because I've spoken to felons back in the day that wind up picking up a trade, getting their education, and even taking a college course up in prison. Why couldn't Remy Ma do the same thing? And I don't care what kind of receipt you come up with, it shows in her maturity that she is still 23 in the mind, even though she's in her 40s. Papoose was gonna leave her anyway. Remy Ma just amplified his decision after she made him look stupid on national TV and the internet streets. We've seen Papoose grow and evolve as a black man and as a hip hop artist. Remy Ma, being in her 40s, because she was born in 1980, right? Is still stuck in the times when she was 25, 27, or whatever the case is. And at this point, her kids are teenagers. Okay? Once again, shout out to Oun P, shout out to Connie Diamond, shout out to Skullie, and shout out to A Boogie with the Hoodie for bringing the Bronx forward. Okay? Now, another thing I was going to say, which I finally remembered, was that thank you, Jesus, that we have upstanding teachers like Talkin Tia. Okay? This is the thing. I gag when I'm thinking right now. It's like I had more teachers that cared during my special ed days that I grew out of. Okay? I literally grew out of special ed. And I had more teachers that care that I could still count with my one hand alone. Like, plenty. Right? And another thing is, given that my special ed school back then was in Queens, and it was every representation of the globe within that complex, right? Yo, 7 times out of 10, there was no ethnicism, racism, or any of the shade going between us. Okay? Like, I saw whites. I was sitting with white students early on in life, and I never caught fever from them. Same way I was sitting people my color or whatever the case is. And you know what? The reason why we would beef or whatever the case is over something else, but it will never be about race. We could beef over anything in the world, however, it will never be about race. As soon as I went to high school, like that's when it was ethnicism for real. It was Willie Lynch for real. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole motherfucking Diaspora battleground. You know, faggots beefing over chiseled nose and a hair texture. Like all I fucking heard and all I fucking seen within the shade was people like cursing out other ethnicities, Puerto Ricans cursing out Dominicans, Jamaicans cursing out blacks, this and that. And then you got somebody who's black as spade saying that she not black and she is the darkest person in the room talking about she not black. It's like her being West Indian will make her white or something. It was that real in my high school. And then the principal, him being brown skinned with striking hair, doesn't add to the cause because he added his little shade to the motherfucking Diaspora battleground within the BLA. Okay? And then you had the assistant principal, Kim, right? He could have changed the narrative by bringing more Asians in, by bringing a variety of people in. However, it's like he wanted to be the only fish in the sea. He really wanted to be one of those porn stars getting filled with black peen. He really wanted to be the only fish amongst black men, as if she didn't catch black men before. And yes, the assistant principal, Kim, is a boy, and I'm calling him a girl. Okay? Thank you, Jesus. We have, like I said, thank you, Jesus. We have stand-up teachers like Talkin to ya, and which is why I keep reposting her. There's more to me than hip-hop. It's also education. Okay? It's not in the what, it's in the how. It's not how I start, it's how I finish. Because I was only 6 credits shy in high school, and I got my act together in night school. For the most part, I stood in school and I was cutting in between, and I still got my act together. Fuck that. Okay? This is the thing. A lot of my high school teachers, a good 99.9% of them were bougie. A lot of them were bougie, trying to be down with us street kids. You know? And they didn't even know which way to turn because it's like they never seen a load of street kids before. They act like, and I wave the white flag because God is seriously going to spin a block on them. That's all I got to say for tonight. Thank you.